100 for 100. This is the podcast for people who are just dipping their toes into watching movies. They're not quite sure where to begin because there is a large swath of film out there, man. We're just trying to cut through all the tape for you. This is a list of 100 films that I think people that are just now getting into watching movies should watch. This list is ranked from 100 to 1, and each one is accompanied with a 100-word review. So, what's on our plate for today? This is what, our 6th one, I do believe. So this is January 6th. Everybody should be back at work, I think. I have no idea what day January 6th is. Yeah, it's a Monday. So we're back at work. The glow of the new year is finally wearing off, and you're back at work, unfortunately. But at least you have this smooth voice to help you out through the day for the next 3 or 4 minutes. If you remember, on our last episode of 100 400, we talked about Scott Pilgrim versus the World, directed by Edgar Wright back there. So if you haven't seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World, put that as a priority on your things to check out. Today, however, we're in the 2000s, the early 2000s, man. 2005, as a matter of fact, a little joint directed by Robert Rodriguez called Sin City. And this is the 100-word review that goes along with Sin City. When the comic book movie boom hit, boy, did it hit hard. Viewers got a glut of material ranging in quality, but Sin City sets itself apart largely in thanks to the stylizing of director Robert Rodriguez. Less a cohesive story and more a loosely connected anthology, Sin City tells the story of Bazin City and its various denizens, the cops, robbers, hoods, nice guys, pimps, and prostitutes, featuring an all-star cast that includes Bruce Willis, Jessica Alba, Michael Clark Duncan, Rosario Dawson. The film is a beautiful take on the hard-boiled crime noir that keeps the genre fun and refreshing. Sin City, man. Sin City. Whew. Now I remember back in the days, this isn't my most flattering story, so I apologize in advance. Back in the days, in Korea, I was in Korea when this movie came out. And across the street, from the main base, you could buy DVDs, movies. So a friend of mine and me, we're going out there. We swing by the DVD spot to see what the dude's got out on the shelves, what's stocked, and he has Sin City. Me and my friend both pick up a copy each, and he was like, before we go out and party tonight, let's go back to the room. Let's put in the Sin City that everybody's been talking about, and let's see what it looks like at the very least. So we went back to the room. We put it in there to see the quality of the film was talking about, and we watched the entire fucking movie twice. Sin City is amazing. It is amazing, man. With the exception of Desperado, I think this is the best thing that Robert Rodriguez has ever done. Some people also argue Spy Kids. I won't. It's a great ensemble cast that definitely all pulls in their weight for the most part. It's a black and white film with flashes of color, which harkens back to the comic books that they are adapted from, written by Frank Miller for Dark Horse Comics. Check those out if you haven't. And it seems that everybody wears Chuck Taylors in this city. I'm not quite sure why. The thing I love is everyone has their favorite of the vignettes. And I think there's about 4 or 5 different vignettes. For me, it's The Hard Goodbye, and that's Marv on his path of revenge. So somebody's out there clapping up prostitutes left and right and eating them, strangely enough, or eating at least parts of them. And that doesn't take well with Marv, who is a trademark nice guy. But there's also the hard Goodbye. There's the Big Fat Kill is in there as well. There's That Yellow Bastards, part 1 and 2. There's a couple different vignettes, and the one thing I really like about this, everybody has their own favorite. The actors know exactly what this movie is, and some of them lean into it a little bit more than others, but you can tell that for the most part, they're all enjoying themselves. Bruce Willis almost looks like he gives a shit in this movie, so you know it's going to be something of a high quality, man. You got a little bit of Benicio del Toro in there, Clive Owen, Alexis Bledel as well. It's a stacked movie. Wherever you turn around, Josh Hartnett, wherever you turn around, there's another person out there. Mike Madsen, Nick Stahl. It's great. It's definitely innovative for its time. I I didn't see anything like this coming. Unfortunately, it led to things like Sin City 2. And it led to things like, what was that, The Spirit? Is that what it was? I think it was The Spirit that they did with Samuel L. Jackson and Eva Mendes, something like that. I think that's what it was called. We don't talk about those movies around here, though. But for this joint, man, number 95 on the list, Sin City.